Hello everybody, DukeofHoth, back for another episode of Let's Play Victoria 2, Heart of Darkness. Now, I decided against bringing my troops back from last episode, in between episodes, because I was afraid if I did that, I might miss something important with the crises in Africa. So I'm going to do it. This might be a little bit of a more boring episode, transitional episode, but I was just looking around the world and I'm just going to do some things straight off the bat. All my navy, I'm assuming none of these are transports. I'm scrolling a little bit weird, sorry about that. All my navy, these are the only ones that might be transports. They are. So my navy's here. Can all meet up in right there. Because I'm no longer at war with Britain, so no need to keep blockading them. My troops can all kind of just stay where they are. I demobilized last episode, so... Oh no, I didn't actually. But I can do that right now, and you see what demobilizing is going to do? It's going to remove a lot of troops from here. We have... Sorry if it takes me a little bit. I am trying to figure out the scaling problems. Like last episode, when I went to post it, I noticed there were some scaling issues, and I don't know why. What happened between, episode 24 and episode 25, I couldn't tell you. I think when I played with one of the mods, it changes things, unfortunately. But I'm going to demobilize, and all that's going to do is take away a lot of troops so I don't have to transport them back to the States. Now, our only troops on Britain, we actually have none. What armies? We only have 3 armies now. One is in Greece, 2 are in Greece, and 1 is in the States. So that's all we have to worry about, Greece and the States. So let us bring our transport ships over to Greece. All the other troops we had were just mobilized units. So we're going to bring our men over to the Greek shores and pick up some of these guys. Yeah. However many we can. Actually, is this transport? That is. So let's also pick them up. As many as we possibly can. As soon as I play the game, I'm going to pick up as many as I can there. We are not at war, but we're waiting on a crisis. Or not a crisis. For more colonies. March 21st is when this is going to be done. So we'll be able to expand into Kenya, and then we'll keep expanding into Equatoria and Rift Valley and all of these. And our goal is to get over here to South Cameroon and blockade the Confederation of Senegal. Yeah, eventually they'll run out of colonization power because they only have like 2 ports. So, but they'll still have a little bit, enough to colonize a couple of colonies. Right now at war, we have the Austrian-North German Brothers War, which is France and Austria against Germany, Britain, Denmark, Baden, and Württemberg. And Baden and Württemberg are just small German minor states. So it's these guys down here. So yeah. I honestly hope that France and Austria win. I really do. Just to crush these guys, but I don't know. Either way, if Austria loses, if Germany just crushes them, there's a very good possibility Italy could just wage war on Austria for their cores. Go to diplomatic map mode and click Austria. All of this green striped land is land that has Austrian cores on it. So Austria can go to war at any time with Austria. Italy can go to war with Austria. I don't know if I said that. And they can demand that land because it has their cores on it. So if Austria's army gets crushed, Italy very well could do that. But Italy has no allies, no nothing, and Austria's allied with France, so they might not. Wait, could I ally with Italy? Are we allied with anyone? If not, we're going to ally Italy right away. Actually, I don't think we can because whatever, but... sorry guys, I'm a little bit off. We're not allied with any great powers, so let's see if we can ally Italy. well, increase relations for now until we get to like 50. And I'm going to play for right now. And we're also... Oh, now that our war ended, we're allying with Sweden and Liberia. Liberia is in our sphere, but they're not a satellite, which is really good, because if they're a satellite, they always join our wars, and then it's annoying. Greece has gone bankrupt. I could go to war with Greece just for money owed, but that's okay. Pause real quick. Put our troops on this ship. We have 14 in the 12th Army, which is the bigger number, and 10 in 7th Army. So 14th Army. Actually, I could just bring them all back here, couldn't I? 14th Army is 10, 14, and then 24. We have 27 ships there, so everybody just go on this transport ship. Good, very good. And how are the transport ships looking? Are they all decent strength? They can make it back to the States, yes. Bring this other transport ship back to America then. Go back to this port. Actually, all of my navy here, since we're not at war, go up to Denmark, I guess? Or Iceland. Whatever that is. Our colony. Now, pretty much all we're doing is waiting, because in 5 years, 1882, our truce, with Britain ends. I was going to say treaty and truce at the same time. I'll ally with Colombia. Now that the war ended, we're gaining all of our allies back. I think Austria is going to get crushed here, unfortunately. But France is #1 in the world, so if they can pull this off... I'm not sure where their army is. Are they actually invading Germany, or what's going on? Yeah, some are in Germany right now. They're on the German front lines. If Germany wins and overpowers them, they could very well demand Rhineland back, which is not good, because, I don't know, we don't really want a strong Germany as long as they're allied with the United Kingdom. Increase relations with Italy still. They'd probably accept an alliance right now, so I'm tempted just to do it, but I'm not going to join them in a war with Austria, that's for sure. Sure. And bring our troops from Greece back to the States. Well, let's bring them back to Washington. And once they get here, I'll just reorganize all my troops and ships, and I'll figure it out. Now, Colombia is in our sphere from last episode, which is good. So we can just hold them there as long as we want, and then after we fight with Britain, we'll annex Colombia. Because if I annex Colombia right now, they'd become a state, and that would be a weakness against the Brits. That's the same reason I'm not making Wyoming, Montana, North Dakota, Oregon, Washington. Oh, there's a crisis. But yeah, that's the reason I'm not making any of those states, because they border Canada. And, you know, if there are British troops in Canada, they could walk down and start taking that land, and then it would count against us. So, the Russians are backing the Ottoman Empire, and Greece wants us to back them. I'm not going to, but because of the war that we just fought. But the Greeks... Oh, the Greeks want the Ottoman Aegean Islands, and the Ottomans don't want them to have it. I'm not going to help Greece get more land. I'm sorry, guys, but look, yeah, they want all the blue, dark blue. Including the ones... Well, they can't get the one from Russia, unless they go to war and demand it, but I'm not going to help them. No. So it probably won't go anywhere. Unless Britain backs them, but they're at war, so... Yeah, if Britain wasn't at war, they'd probably have backed them. And France is starting to gain ground in Germany. We have to wait for March. Hopefully France doesn't start colonizing. You see, they're in a colonization war with Italy right now, so hopefully they don't get out of that for a while, because if they do, they could start colonizing these lands, and I want Congo and those lands, so... The American botanical expedition that we dispatched some time ago hasn't been heard from in quite a while. Yesterday we received a troubling report. The camp is deserted. Scattered around the former campgrounds are trace remnants of what I believe to be signs of a struggle. Tracks lead further away into the vast, inhospitable hell beyond. I believe this to be the end of the American Botanical Expedition of 1877. Wow, our guys were supposedly eaten by cannibals. That sucks. Oh well. Railroads have been built, and speaking of which, with our new colonies of the Caribbean, well, that's our only new colony, but still, we are going to expand railroads everywhere. Control click, and we're going to build forts in every place as well. We're going to build forts in every possible, just because it's easier to siege for any enemies, so we don't want them to. They're not a state yet, so it's not really a big deal, but you know, our infrastructure is looking okay across the nation. We're at 48%. Except for in the, whatever mountains these are. I think it starts with an A. I honestly don't remember the name of this mountain range. Does it tell me in the terrain? It just says mountains. I know these are the Rocky Mountains. I really don't remember the name of these mountains, though. It starts with an A, I'm pretty sure. Oh well. Italy decided to grant the UK military access. Speaking of which, pause real quick, and let me see if I can't ally Italy to kind of nudge them into going to war with Austria, because Austria only has 43 brigades, and Italy has... They might not have as many, actually. They only have 27. I'll give them more subsidies if they do go to war, but Austria's in enough trouble as it is. Germany's helping to crush them. So, it says they will not accept, but I'll keep increasing. France and Austria are getting crushed, mainly because of Austria failing. And now Germany wants Bohemia from Austria, which is this orange state up here. Okay. We're kind of still just waiting. Oh, we can increase our sphere in Oman and Argentina. Argentina. Is anyone going for Argentina right now? No one is, so it's not a big deal. Let's just decrease the opinion of anyone else, specifically Britain and the UK, and let's increase Canada up to 3. Because we want to beat the Brits out, because they're getting close, and we don't want them to. Not that it matters, because we have to go to war with Canada anyways. In 5 years, when we go to war with Britain, we can sign the Geneva Convention, but we're not going to do that until we have some, you know, until we have some, I don't know, until we need it, pretty much. Factory costs down, tensions dissipate in Billings. Nice. Once we start getting African colonies, we're going to have a lot of trouble there as well. Rebels in Venezuela. Come on. Well, hopefully the Venezuelan army can crush the Grand Colombian nationalists before they get there. We can enact another reform. What do the people want? 0.6, 0.6, and 1%. So I'm not going to do any of them for now. Not until we have a higher demand. Uh-oh, so they got out of their colonial war. Now France is colonizing all of this, and Italy's colonizing the north up here, which is okay. Hopefully Italy catches this and goes north, and France just sticks around here for a while, because I'd rather not they cut me off. It'd kind of suck. But we'll see. We're still getting that naval tech for Takalu. That's somewhere in the Pacific, because the name is familiar. Once we get the naval tech, I want to see if we can get New Guinea, because nobody's gotten that yet. I'm surprised. I think Britain's just busy warring so much that they haven't touched it yet. 8 teams have banded to form a clean, well-run baseball league. The Boston Red Caps, Chicago White Stockings, Cincinnati Reds, Hartford Dark Blues, Louisville Grays, New York Mutuals, Philadelphia Athletics, and St. Louis Browns play ball. And a lot of people lose consciousness. Great. So yeah, we have a lot of land in the Pacific, but there's still quite a bit we can't... Oh, rebels. Good thing I'm bringing all of my troops back. Louisville... That's kind of funny. Half of these cities are the ones that just announced they have a baseball league. Louisville, New York. It's just kind of funny. Anyways, okay. Austria accepted the peace offer to acquire Bohemia. Oh well. Is the whole war over? It is. Okay. Would Italy ally or accept an alliance with us? I'll try it. It won't really harm anything. I kind of need an ally, but okay. I do have the one set of troops on Rebel Hunt. I might as well just let them go for now. Of course. Now our men are starting to gain. Go ahead, start heading south. They'll head north, you head south. Should be pretty quick cleanup. There we go. Now we have all 3 sets of men. And our ships, our navies, where are they at? Let's bring all of our ships back to Norfolk. We're crushing rebels left and right. That's fine. No, I don't want that. Cancel. Luang Prabang, Moravia. Demobilize their reserves. We have unemployed people in North Carolina, 500 of them. Okay. Sweden is being influenced by Italy. So is Colombia by the Brits. Oh no. Rip us. Well, rest in peace. Because now we have to go to 2 other wars to fight Britain. Oh, that's annoying. That is very annoying. Once we get the rest of Canada, it should be fine. Hopefully. That's what I really didn't want to happen. Because now they've released Quebec and Newfoundland, which is just annoying because they're satellites. If they weren't satellites, it wouldn't be so bad, but... Oh well. That's going to be very annoying. At least it's a lot less ground we have to cover in our first war. So this is just going to be a very, very tedious process. At least 4 more wars just because we have to get them to release those. Which means we're going to need a strong navy to blockade Britain Island again. And then just do the same thing pretty much. Attack Greece, attack all their smaller places. Yeah, that's what we're going to have to do. So... Okay. Because Canada still isn't that strong, like any of the things, because they're all small. That's going to be annoying. Anyways. Once our navy gets back to Norfolk, we'll start working out all the kinks, and... That actually kind of sucks. We have a bunch of different Canadian unions now, or whatever you want to call them. As long as I'm glad they don't release the Métis Confederacy. It's only a couple of... all that's claimable by Canada, but, you know. I'm going to keep increasing with France, hoping they... They're still allied with Austria, who's... Are they still a great power? Yes, if they drop out of great power status. Oh! Well, I missed these by a long shot. Thanks for remembering, Duke. Create these protectorates. Create a protectorate there. Protectorate there. Zanzibar. That's all I can do for right now. Okay. It looks like the French are going here. I kind of just want this area, so hopefully they don't go for that. And then like as much as this as I can get. And then maybe like Ubangishari, and then that's it. Because they're getting South Cameroon right now. But they're going to go after Gabon next. Great. Kind of sucks, but hopefully they aren't too persistent. How's the two Sicilies and Austria are still fighting over Djibouti or Eritrea, whatever you'd like to call it. And when are these going to be done? February 26th. Okay. Abu Dhabi. UK's friendly. Good thing I had that on max. Sweden. Abu Dhabi. Increase opinion of friendly. Mexico. Decrease opinion of anyone in the way. Decrease opinion of the Brits. I can't any further. Colombia. And then I also need to put some sort of influence on Colombia, wherever the other Colombia. What has Britain been up to? Cambodia and Denmark. Fabric factory. So look at North America, though. This is just great. At peace, keep influencing with Italy and the others. Because Italy is a great power now. Bavaria is as well, somehow. They're allied with Russia. Russia's going to war with Austria for Wallachia, or with Wallachia and the Ottomans over Bosnia. They want Bosnia back, and France wants to cut Russia down to size, and they're succeeding somehow. So yeah, Italy really should go to war for their cores, and they probably would if they would accept me as their ally, but they're being idiots. Merge all of these units. Where's our 10? I guess it's 3rd Fleet that has our other transport ships, yep. Then I have to find the best generals again, and all of that good stuff. Let's merge these guys all back up in, sure, Washington for now. He has +4 attack, not much else. He has some attack, 3 attack, 4 defense, that's good. And he has 3 attack, 3 defense, so they're pretty good. Lumber mills and stuff everywhere. 700 unemployed in North Carolina. Do you have any projects for North Carolina I can... Nope. I will invest in these Pacific and Yukon railroads, because why not? And then I'll continue expanding my army again, because, you know, it needs it. It needs an upgrade. We can get naval max base level. Let's do that. Starting with Norfolk, Baltimore. Let's just do the whole East Coast. Atlantic City, Long Island, Lewiston. Because what this will do is this will give us more colonial points, and hopefully it'll give us more range, a bigger naval range, I think, so we can colonize more. Auto-saving. It looks like the Liberals are in charge. It's not good. Which got me thinking, I totally forgot about this stuff. Conservative loyalty in New York. Let me change some of these national focuses up. Let's change this to reactionary, because we want a lot of reactionary. Same Pennsylvania. These are looking okay. Virginia, oh yeah, I like this. That's what happens when you leave a focus on somewhere for like 20 years and forget about it. Indiana's looking nice. North Carolina's looking nice. How about we get a bigger thing in Ohio here from North Carolina? Nice. And then let's get a new research. Let's get a steam turbine. Oh, I need more army upgrades too before I forget, but a lot of unemployed in North Carolina, which stinks. That's in Indiana, but sure. Small arms factories are always nice. If and when I can ever get reactionary in the thing, which is extremely hard, I can actually build factories instead of just waiting for things to come across. Build a winery, sure. Factories are nice. Oh yeah, now these guys are taking attrition, so let me split them up. Which two are the good ones? The first army isn't the best, so that's why. So Joshua Powell. Just get rid of him for a second, and then Joshua Powell. Merge these armies. Hopefully Joshua Powell gets in. He does. And, oh boys. Let's keep one guy in this 12th Army, and we're going to just leave one soldier here, right? He's going to go to Richmond for now. And then the rest of these guys... Oh. I'm an idiot. I'm a total idiot. The 2 soldier can stay... No, he can go. But, Christopher Butler is the guy. Okay. So Christopher Butler, take him out for a second. And then the guy with 2 can get Christopher Butler as a leader. You see, that's why I wanted to do that, so I wouldn't have to look him up again. Now these 2 armies. Joshua Powell. And yes. Oi. We're going to have fun here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Hussars. 1, 2, 3, 4 Cuirassiers. We like 2 of each, so 1, 2. No, we don't want 2 that are dead. I'm pretty sure we like 2 of each per unit, hopefully. And then some artillery. 1, 2, 3, 4. Some guards. 1, 2, 3. 1 engineer. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that'll be 5. So 3rd Army goes down to Richmond. We should have about the same. You know. Furniture factory has been built in New York. Whoopee. Then we merge them under Christopher Butler, and voila. 17 units there. 19 units there. They have a couple more. They have another engineer I know for a fact. But yeah, that's our army pretty much, and this is our full navy. I hate looking through generals or admirals, so whatever. We have a bunch of commerce raiders, some man of wars, monitors, and ironclads. Those are the big guys. So let's keep those in a different fleet. We have shift click. All the ironclads and all the monitors go in a different fleet. There we go. They're in the second fleet, which stays there, and 6th fleet can go up to Baltimore. Oh, I forgot about this again. France and Italy are battling here, which is good for me. And this blocks the Portuguese. Where's Senegal trying for? Oh no. Rip. Where else can I get? That's it. So let's, since we have this yellow one, we can get Congo Oriente, and France is going for this, so which sucks. But let's also try for Ubangi Shari, so hopefully we can get Congo at least and have some western access here. Probably not, because if once they get that, they're going to go for Congo. Hopefully they can fight with Italy for a while, though. That's what I'm hoping. What other places can I get? Uganda. And Tanganyika. Sure, let's get Tanganyika. Uganda can wait till later. Uganda. I don't know how to pronounce it. I think that's about all for the episode. Let me see. Oh yeah, that's gonna be about it for the episode. Hopefully we can get Italy to ally us here, man. I mean, we kind of need that. France is still winning against Russia. And yeah, that's... Let me see. I want to get like coastal forts on all of our coastal... Okay, I want level 1s on all of our coastal provinces at least. I know I built some with the border with Mexico, but, you know. Might as well just do the entire coastal states, honestly. So let me just do this. And it's shift click, control click. Mississippi, Alabama. Now that the Civil War is over, I don't have to worry about it anymore. That's the reason I haven't done it earlier. Georgia and South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, obviously Washington. For some reason I can't do it higher than level 1 because of the Army. We haven't upgraded the Army doctrines yet. Maryland, New Jersey. We're not out of money. Oh my gosh, we only have $5,000. I didn't look at that. Good job, Duke. Our tariffs are maxed out at 25%. We're still in $20,000 in debt. Oh, wow. Never mind. We don't have to worry about that. We're getting $1,000 a day. Okay, well, continue on then, as you were. Cost $7,000 per thing, but there we go. Down to 4,000 again. And as soon as we get to 20,000, I'll put us out of debt. Sweden is a big concern, though. The French and the Russians are friendly. That's no good. Let's decrease the Russians. And let's decrease Britain. And let's increase with Italy. Now we're at $31,000 again. Repay loan. Let's repay all of our debt. $20,000 done. Sure. Do we have all our forts? Yeah. How about New York? New York's a pretty dangerous place. I kind of want to get enough for all of that. But that's a lot of provinces, so kind of can't do it just yet. So I'll wait till we have at least 100,000, and then I'll do New York and New England. I will jump the taxes to 90% for all three groups. You know, because that helps them a little bit, and, you know, we don't need it all that badly right now. Not until we go to war. Our spending is down. Oh, I need to increase education spending again. I must have cut them all just because of the war. And I'll increase administration to 50 as well for now. Anyways, I'm sorry. That's been me rambling. The movie. Navy build time minus 10 days. Why won't they accept? We're almost there, actually. They have negative 19 right now, but... Sorry, this episode is going to be like a little bit longer than usual. It says they won't accept, probably. We just need to keep increasing up to like 85 or so, and I think we'd... Not 85, like 100. And I think... Oh, excuse me. Once we hit 100, we should be fine. I'm hoping they'll go to war with Austria. That's what I'm hoping, just so they can take their cores back, because if they're the only ones willing to be my ally. See, now we're down to 15, so we should be fine soon. I'm going to keep increasing with them. I'm going to have to wait for more stuff, though. And 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, 60 something. So yeah, we have enough to cover New York. Let's do it. There we go. I just built forts in all of New York. And what forts do, they're usually not worth it, but they do prevent enemies from... Like, it makes it harder for enemies to take land from you, pretty much. I think I already have forts all across... No, that might have been a different game. Yeah, it must have been. I didn't put forts across the top of the territories at all. Maybe I did in the States. No, man, what's wrong with me? I don't know. Anyways. Sorry, I've been blabbing on and on and on and on. This has been episode 26, I believe, of Let's Play Victoria 2. Not a lot's happened. I've just been bringing my troops back, you know, coming back from the war. It's been about 2 years, so in a couple years we can go to war with Britain again for Canada, and we will. But unfortunately, Britain's released Quebec and Newfoundland, which makes our job a lot harder, but because now we have to go through at least 2 more wars, possibly 3, to get them, because we have to go through 1 war to release Quebec and Newfoundland. Hopefully we can do them both in 1 war to release them, and then we have to go to another war with each of them to annex them, just like we're going to do with Colombia eventually. I would do it now, but as I said before, Colombia would become a state if we annex them now, and then the British troops could just claim that land and use it against us, so I'm not going to do it yet. They can still use it against us, to be honest, because Colombia has no army, but hey, whatever. Anyways, that's been it for this episode. This has been Duke of Hoth. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a comment. I greatly appreciate it. RIP. Our colonization isn't going as good as we planned. But, you know, we still have a decent amount of African territory, so even if we can't get all the way over here, I'd be happy. Even if we can't get all of this, I would still be happy, so... It looks like the French are going after this in Congo, so that's fine, if they do. I guess that'd be a good border from here all the way around. That's a decent colony. So we'll see what happens next episode, guys. It looks like these guys have run out of land to colonize their power. I will see you all next time. Hopefully, it'll be the last episode before our great war with Canada for, to annex it. And we'll see what happens. Love you very much. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you then.